Hello everyone. Welcome to MiloX News, your trusted source for financial news. I'm Marcus, your host, and today we're going to be talking about the performance of some of the most notable stocks in the market. In this video, we're going to delve into the performance of the SPY, which tracks the S&P 500 index, and the QQQ, which follows the NASDAQ 100 index. Both are key indicators of the overall market and will give us an idea of how the stock markets are performing. In addition, we're going to analyze two tech giants, Amazon AMZN and Nvidia NVDA. These companies have been in the spotlight recently, and it's important to understand how their stocks are performing. And of course, we're also going to explore other stocks that have been making waves in the market. So whether you're an experienced investor looking to update your portfolio, or just someone interested in learning more about the world of finance, this video is for you. So stick with us as we break down these topics and provide you with the most up-to-date and relevant information. Let's get started. The SPY was up 0.18%, and we are starting to break out of the bullish flag that I showed you last night. To see this bullish flag, let's switch to the 1-hour chart. That was the bullish flag between 426 and 429 after that bullish impulse. As for the measured move, if you take the distance from the bottom of that bullish flag to the top of that bullish flag and take that measured move on the breakout, we reached that price target with today's price action and then immediately saw selling back down to retest the breakout as support. So that is what we're going to be looking for into next week, whether the SPY 429 on the breakout is going to hold that support and then take us to higher prices, or if we're going to start breaking down after this false breakout, short squeeze above resistance, and then continue to see some type of correction. Next week is going to be very easy as long as you pay attention to that breakout level that we just talked about. On the daily chart, you're going to see that happening right around the 5-day EMA. So there's no doubt looking at this chart, we are still in a very strong bull trend. The number one level to watch next week is going to be right here at SPY 429, because if we break below it, it is possible this was a little bit of a bull trap breakout to squeeze out the last remaining bears before we correct this leg higher. And it is possible we do see some type of correction because the latest bull action hasn't seen any significant correction. If we start to see selling, it's completely expected and completely normal, and the price action is going to tell you we're going to see more selling if we break that support level. However, on the bullish side, if we continue higher, this break above 430 is a bull flag breakout, which easily takes us into the 440s, so you cannot be bearish above 430. You need to wait for support to be lost, and then let the price action guide you to lower prices. QQQ. The triple Qs were up 0.38% today, and the triple Qs are still in the bullish trend above all the moving averages with the price action, and we have no way to know we're going through the big tech correction until we start losing support right here around 347. I'm still calling this the bear cave between 350 and 360, which means if you're taking longs up here, you need to be very cautious and manage your risk down here at support, because if we break down, I'm looking for 337 and the gap fill at 333 as very likely targets to finish out the big tech correction, because we eventually will need to correct this very massive bull run that we saw in the tech sector. Again, that's just an idea. We need price action to confirm it, which is going to require the breakdown through support. The next bull breakout is above 355, and that'll take us to the next target higher at 360. Amazon stocks were down 0.66% today with another rejection at 125, and we're starting to look a little weaker as we're breaking down below the 5-day EMA, but we're still bullish above support at 121. If we break support at 121, we have the support trend line and other support zones between 114 and about 117. Amazon is one of those stocks that if it starts breaking down, it could be a leader in the big tech correction. So keep an eye on Amazon, and if it starts breaking down below 121, that could be an early signal that the big tech correction is here, and we're going to see more selling in the tech sector. Next up is Nvidia stock, which was up 0.68% today. And this has been a heavily requested stock to bring back because of where it's currently at after earnings. Remember, I made a special video on Nvidia specifically, and I said after earnings, there was a good reason this stock was going higher, and it was likely just going to go sideways and build out a trading range and bull flag before going any lower or higher from here. So as we can now see, that is exactly what is happening on Nvidia. It is just going sideways and building out some type of flag, and from that flag, we need to see a breakout to tell us which direction we're going next. Now, while all of that is happening, we're getting the rising 20 daily moving average, which is coming up to support price, which is going to significantly increase the probability this stock goes higher and not any lower. The higher price target that I have on the chart is 427, so I still think you're playing with fire if you're shorting this stock, because there's a good chance we're going to break out of this bull flag once the 20 daily moving average catches up and then go higher into the 420s and possibly even higher. So if you are still shorting this stock, you need to be aware this is a very bullish chart that wants to go higher, and you're really playing with fire if you're just recklessly shorting it, thinking it's going down to fill the gap in the low 300s. I've seen a lot of bears say that Nvidia's going down there to fill that gap, and I'm warning you, you should not be listening to people that say stuff like that because they have no clue what they're talking about. And if you're going to make a trade that can go that low, you sure as hell better wait until we break down through support at 374. So if you want to get bearish on Nvidia, you need price action to break this support level, or you are going to lose a lot of your money. The range we're looking at right now is 374 to 398. And if we break 398, that is going to be the breakout that sends us to 427 or higher. So you need to be aware of this range between 374 and 398, and you can trade that range, but the breakout of that range is going to be very impulsive. And I'm not saying it has to go higher. It can break out and go lower, but at least if it breaks down, you know objectively you can short the stock, and you're not going to get burned if we get the bullish scenario, which is the highest probability chance. So the odds are Nvidia is still going higher because we still have a very powerful bull trend, and there's no reason for this stock to go lower unless we break support. On Apple stock, we were up 0.22% today with another test of the previous all-time high. So Apple is turning around at the previous all-time highs, and the longer it does that, the more likely it's going to break out and start closing at brand new all-time highs. So watch that critical resistance at 182, and the critical support is down here right around 177. That's all for today, folks. Thank you for tuning into MiloX News and spending time with us as we explore the world of finance. I'm Marcus, and it's been a pleasure to be your guide on this journey. Before we go, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our financial analysis. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to investing. So keep learning, keep growing, and above all, keep investing. See you in the next video.